It's not saying every woman.
Not everyone, I'll say. Like,
experience.
yeah, I kind of get that. If she's had from childhood, and even she didn't have those ugly teenage phase, where she didn't have to create have a personality to have friends or to socialize, then yeah, maybe. But most of us go through that phase of really.
Well, yeah, if you think, because once you become an adult and you step into the world as an adult, that's like, it's completely different to when you were a child or even as a teenager when you're under someone else's roof, right? So you can now explore the world. Like, the world is your oyster. And so if you enter this world as a young, attractive girl, and you're so used to abundance of everything coming your way because, well, guys are going to give you whatever because you're very attractive. You're going to get into the club for free. You're going to get on a holiday. You're going to get invited into spaces purely because you're very attractive as a woman, right? And it's very powerful. And if you have that for 10, 15 years, that's what you're used to. If you've never been required to work on elements of your character, what's the incentive? And it's the same for guys who are like very successful, very attractive. Like, if you can do whatever you want and people are still going to give you stuff because you're very attractive, or if you're a guy, you're very successful and very attractive, etc., what's the incentive to work on yourself? Ironically, I think even I'll find what the study is. The happiest people in relationships are people who are like just above average. They're the happiest people. Because one, just speaking transparently, they don't have anything to attract the really, really attractive people, right? So the people that they attract are generally more people who are choosing them for their character.
Yeah.
And then because they really value that, they make a serious effort to develop themselves to make that kind of thing work. And they both do that. And those are the happiest relationships. And it's not because obviously they're not super attractive, but it's because there's more of a necessity for them to do that in order to have the kind of relationship they want.
Yeah.
Because if they don't do that, they can't really attract maybe the person they want. So the most attractive people, actually, if you're less attractive, you're probably more happy.
That is interesting.
Same for guys as well.
But that's also like the downside of being attractive is they see someone attractive. I mean men, because I've seen them say that.
Yeah.
They see someone too attractive, they'll be like, yeah, she's not. They don't even try. They'll be like, she's not gonna give me the time of the day, or
he might be like, she's out of my league.
She's out of my league.
Yeah. Sometimes you do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess they would be like, it would take a lot of investment for her to choose him if she doesn't desire him already.
Yeah.
And so they'd be like, I remember one guy when I went to drama school. There was this girl, he was in the year above me. There was this girl in my year, really attractive girl. He was a great guy, average looking guy, right? He wasn't like really attractive. He wasn't unattractive, average looking guy. He messaged her and talked to her every day for like 3 or 4 months before she went on a date with him. Now from that, they ended up being in a relationship for like 2 and a bit years, and then things ended.
Yeah.
But that's what it took for him to even get to a point. He had to give so much investment just for her to even give the opportunity. Personally for me, I would not do that. I'm like, look, either there's a level of reciprocal desire here, which is great, and then it's like, cool, then I'll make the effort to see where it goes. But if there isn't, that's all good. I wish you the best. Or nothing but love for you, right? So I think if a guy sees a girl that he really feels is out of his league, he's like, okay, I'd have to put so much work just for her to get to this point where I'm at now, where I'd even just give it a chance. And then even then, you don't even know if she's going to be a good person or not. Sure, you get the really good looking girl, maybe. And the thing is, that's the thing, it's not even guaranteed.
But then nothing is guaranteed, is it?
Well, exactly, which is why they don't try. Does that make sense?
Interesting.
Have you ever approached a guy before?
No, I haven't.
Would you?
The thing is, I am a very, well, now obviously I'm very social and stuff, but growing up, I was super shy, like painfully shy.
Okay.
It would take me ages to open up to people.
Right.
You know, I would just like be in my own circle and all that
Mm.
stuff. But it was more because that was part of my nature, not because I didn't want to. I obviously wanted to make more friends. I wanted to know more people, but it's just like I'm so shy and not confident,
Yes.
regardless of what I look like.
Mm.
It's just one of those things. So I think there's still an element of it, but I've never thought that maybe I should approach someone and talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if I like someone and someone is staring at me from the side of the room and I see them like looking at me,
Yep.
they would not come up and talk to me. It is so.
Does that surprise you though? Because I'd say like one with awareness of like sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Right. So most guys are terrified of coming across as a creep.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't want to become across as a creep. I don't want to be accused of harassing someone. So unless they know for sure that you like them, most will not approach you. And the guys who approach you without even getting any cues from you, they're the kind of guy who approach everybody.
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, so that's not even you being special.
Yeah.
They're just, they're just playing a numbers game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, do you let a guy know that you like him?
I mean, there would be hints.
What are the hints? Tell me.
There's hints, obviously. So if I'm, well, obviously, if someone approaches me, if I don't like, I will still talk to them. I'm polite. I'll still talk to them. But if I like someone, they would have my full attention.
No, before he approaches you.
Oh, before he approaches me.
Yeah, so he needs to know, or he needs to know there's an element of interest so that him approaching you is going to be worth it.
So my only thing is I would look back a few times. If he doesn't get it, he doesn't get it. But that's my cue.
Would you hold eye contact or would you just look and then look away?
I'm too shy to hold eye contact.
Well, there you go. That's why, Arena. That's why they're not coming up to you.
That is, yeah, I'm too shy to do that. I might do it for a second, 2 seconds, maybe. That's
3 seconds at least, minimum.
But yeah, I'm too shy.
If you did that,
yeah,
more guys would approach you because they'd be like, oh, maybe she's interested. Because sometimes if it's just 2 seconds, like when you're in like a social environment, out and about, you can lock eyes with someone randomly purely by accident. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you might just think, oh, she just looked my way by accident. But if you're looking, it's just like, oh. And then if you smile at him, hey, more guys are going to approach you. It's that easy. It is so easy.
I think I'm just scared of doing that. I don't know why. I think it's just nerves.
Really? Is it like afraid of rejection?
No, I think it's more like nerves. I'm like, what if I come across as a creep if I do that?
I don't think it's possible for women to come across as creeps.
Why not?
Because
there are women who can be borderline creepy.
Okay, yes. There can be women who can be pushy.
Yeah.
But I think it's very difficult for a woman to come across as a creep. I think because the term creep, there's a predatorial meaning behind it. Like when people say creep, there's an element of predatory behavior. And so I think it's very difficult, especially in a romantic sexually way, for the average woman to be romantically predatorial to a guy. She could be like, oh, she's really into me. But for me like, oh, nah, she's like creeping me out.
Yeah.
Unless she was like she was a psycho, then she's doing something crazy, then fine, right? But
there's a number of that in London, from what I've heard, all the stories.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think women can be creeps. Which is the irony because one, if women approached more, they would have way more success than men.
You're right.
But also, there's also less, not only is there less chance of you being rejected as a woman because most men find most women attractive and most women find most men as unattractive. Not only would you be more likely to be successful, but there's way less risk of it being taken the wrong way. Even if a guy's not interested, he'd feel like super flattered. You'd even catch him off guard because most guys don't get approached.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean, sure, I'm not a crazy, gorgeous, rich, handsome guy, but I've been approached like 5 times in my life. Like where she made the move.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
How did that make you feel?
I didn't expect it. I was like, oh, what? Really?
Yeah. Oh.
Made me feel good. And I was like, let me Talk to her. A few went
Maybe
somewhere.
I should try that.
You should try it, Arena. You should try it. You had some questions. Do you want to bring something to conversation? What's something you want to ask?
There's a few actually.
Yeah, go for it.
Quickly have a look.
I love it when a guest comes prepared.
I have come prepared. So, okay. What's your takes on monogamy and are open relationships the future?
Ooh.
Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.